Hello students, and today we will take very interesting theme, cloning. Do you know what is it, cloning? I think you have heard about it. And our lesson today will be related to biology. Now, first of all, open your students' books on page 17 and also open your copybooks and write down the date and the theme of our lesson, cloning. Okay, let's get started. And first of all, look at the picture, look at the diagram. This diagram shows the animal cloning process. Yes. Now, first of all, I want to get introduced you with new vocabulary. There are only 3 words. Listen to, repeat, and write down in your dictionaries.
Defect.
Plant tissue culture.
Tissue.
Okay, very good. Now, look at this picture diagram and how humans can make a copy of sheep. There is a picture and diagram. And what would you like to know about cloning? I think it is very interesting for you and you have any questions. Write down 3 questions you would like to ask. 3 questions, 3 вопроса. Очень срак. For example, мысалы, например.
Can we make clones of plants? What was the first animal to be successfully cloned? Is cloning safe?
For example, 3 questions. Can we make clones of plants? Можем ли мы сделать клоны растений? What was the first animal to be successfully cloned? Первое животное, которое было успешно клонировано. Да? И бірінші жануар. Is cloning safe? Безопасно ли клонирование? Қауіпсіз ба клондау? Now, and to find out the answers for these questions, there is a text about cloning, and you should read it. Read the text. Now, and watch the video about cloning according to this text, and you should fill the gaps in the text. You see the 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps. Здесь у нас 4 пробела. Это то есть название, нам нужно дать название параграфом, то есть абзацем, да, как статья. И из упражнения второго, exercise 2, page 70, match. Here is the questions, and you should match the headings and the paragraphs. Okay, let's get watch the video.
Cloning. Cloning is a process used to create a genetically identical copy of a living organism. So far, scientists have successfully cloned DNA, cells, tissues, and whole plants and animals. A lot of commercial plants are created by a process called plant tissue culture, where part of a plant is cut off and a new plant is grown from the cutting. But it doesn't stop at plants. Scientists in the UK made history when they cloned Dolly the sheep. They extracted DNA from an adult sheep cell and inserted it into an unfertilized egg, which they had removed the nucleus from. The egg was implanted into a female sheep to grow, and Dolly the sheep was born. Cloned animals may have some benefits. They could be used in medicine for testing new drugs and medical treatments. They may also be useful in agriculture, as clones of animals that produce a lot of meat or milk. Cloning could also be used to save certain animal species from extinction. Nevertheless, the cloning process is so expensive that none of these options are very practical at the moment. Cloning has not yet been perfected, and many cloned animal embryos do not survive. Dolly the sheep was the only clone to be born after 276 attempts. Cloned animals also often have defects, such as large organs and problems with their immune systems. They also age fast and die young. Dolly only lived for 6 years, half the average lifespan of a normal sheep. As for cloning endangered species, that idea is not a good one, because producing a population of genetically identical organisms would only mean that they would lack the genetic variation necessary for species survival.
Okay, do you understand about cloning? I think you have understood and get answers for your questions. Now, теперь соотносим название абзацев A, B, C, D, E к параграфу, то есть в тексте. Read again the text. Снова читаем текст. Қайтадан текстті оқып, параграфтардың жаңағы аттарын сәйкестендіреміз. And also, the next. Is the author in favor or against cloning? For or against cloning? What do you think? And what about you? You for or against? Tell the class.